Hello everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller, joined here by our LPL English caster, our LPL expert for everything, Raz, who, excuse my language, could you explain to me what the fuck just happened?
The series just ended, by the way, so me and Azil were just watching, and he's going absolutely wild, like dog shit wild. I'm just... So I mean, overall, to talk about like the specifics of it, they're a huge combination of it. So like for the fans who are watching, not only was a combination of Team Liquid playing incredibly, like during the group stages, like legitimately, their jungler Xmithie was just like having bad games, consistently bad games. And I'm not talking about strategical, but also just like his micro. Whenever he's like his Hecarim game, the Jarvan game, just like smiting, red smiting.
Only defensive Hecarim moments.
Yeah, I mean like those are just like poor moments from him. But like the major thing around it, but the major thing for me is this Rand just broke right through. But the big thing for me was not only did they come in and have like, they played their style. Yeah. The Lux, the Skarner, they came out and executed perfectly strategically. That I really felt like they played well to the pushing lanes that they had. The Lux lane was well protected consistently. And individually, there was not a weak member on that lineup. Yeah. Because in group stages, it felt like it was only Jensen at times, and specifically Impact that was playing well. But then suddenly, like, Doublets coming through. Core JJ came out of nowhere, by the way.
He needs to be MVP of the series, no?
Yeah, 100%. So for me, like, he wasn't even in my top 10 during group stage. And I thought, like, coming into the tournament, for sure he's in my top 5. Yeah. So he comes in, was the best player of the best of 5, while Bao Lan and Ning were invisible. For Ning, it was kind of like, it was not so much invisible, he was just having a really bad series throughout the entirety of it. So it was a great combination of Team Liquid playing outstandingly, Invictus Gaming individually playing poor, but it wasn't even as poor. Like for me, it was very similar to group stage. So you have to hand it off to Team Liquid.
Fantastic stuff there. Now you obviously checked a bit of Weibo so far already. Yeah. Can you give us a little bit of taste what the Chinese think of this performance?
So like the first take when I was just going through Weibo, I was like, oh, here's a comment on one of the bigger posts. First thing you see upvoted was like, I want to die. I was like, oh no, that's a bit harsh. But yeah, I just have 2 applications open on. Both have extreme emotion. One incredibly depressing. The other one just like pure happiness. Like the stars and stripes and the Canadian like flag going through. So insane for the West.
Incredible. Imagine if we had an EU versus NA final.
Look, we can't have 2 miracles side by side, all right? Technically, yeah, G2 versus SKT, that's not a miracle. Like here's my prediction on that one. Because like before the SKT game happened versus Invictus Gaming, I had it as a 3-2 for G2. So I think G2 is going to win in a best of 5. Even after SKT took down IG, I kind of expected that SKT to come out at some point. I still think G2 will come out and have it a 3-2, but it's still, for me, it's a toss-up. I'm favoring G2 because I think that they're like, people see their high highs and low lows, but I don't think we'll see those lows at all. I think that the experimentations that they've had during the groups are gone.
Let's hope for that one for sure. From an EU perspective, of course. Viewership would be very interesting to look at. Would probably break all viewership records in the West, no?
From the West, hell yes. Yeah. And you know what? No. We're gone. Cut the tape. But seriously, like, international success, I don't know if the viewers, like, they don't understand the gravity of how, like, international success then caters to just viewership. Like, once you go back to the LCS after this, like, viewership's gonna spike. Yeah. That's what we saw from, like, LPL, like, after that huge Worlds moment, after that huge MSI moment where RNG took that, people get excited for their region doing well. And so the whole mindset from, like, the North American, like, fans and players that we're just a clown region, like our solo queue is god awful, and that fact won't change. Like that's just gonna be the reality of it. But now there's gonna be real motivation from players to come in and just like start spamming games. You'll probably be seeing players you've never seen in like high elo play coming back and playing again. So that's the gravity of being able to win in an international event. Obviously they still have a finals to go to, but this is still their biggest moment in North American history.
Yeah, and I mean we even saw that even making finals was huge for LEC in the way that viewership spiked as well. I'm sure that was a huge factor. Now, I mean, we already talked a lot about TL versus IG. I'm wondering whether there were like percentages of how likely TL was going to win. It was like 0.1.
Look, For me, I even tweeted a little bit out there saying that I think it was a difficult point. It would be a challenge for Team Liquid to win a game. That's what I said. I was like, Team Liquid, win a game and we'll talk. And then guess what? They just slammed. So like, that for me was the biggest one about it because they slammed all expectations.
Phenomenal stuff. Now, yeah, the entire team played well. Your MVP would be Core JT 100%.
Yes.
Anything would like to say to the English-speaking LPL fans, like some words of commiseration?
All right. Well, look. We've been through these moments before. Team W going up against G2 and MSI. That quarterfinals, people remember that one.
Right.
Once again, like Europe came in slammed. There was RNG versus SKT in the quarterfinals after they had an insane group stage. MSI is a tough luck. All right. Sometimes you have your EDG and RNGs winning it all. Other times you're like, what happened? We expected more out of our team. So, like, you take it on the chin and you keep on moving on. You have to have faith in your world champions that they'll be able to come right back.
What did you personally make of? Because before, when I was preparing for MSI, I read a lot of interviews, like after the championship in the LPL, that like Rookie and the Shy and Ning were saying they were really tired. You know, after we won Worlds, we had like 10,000 of press stuff and sponsor stuff and all that kind of stuff, and we're really a bit burned out. Do you think that may have been a factor in this as well?
I don't think it was a large enough factor for it to matter much here because we also just saw how they performed in group stage, right? So sure, in the LPL, for every team that comes into an international event, you're getting nothing. And to be fair to like a lot of the Western teams, it's the same case. But like you even saw Rookie talking about like Demacia Cup, like all these third-party tournaments, while NEST is happening at the same time, that is the case. But still, you expected out of all of that, IG is going to perform at the end of the day. So, I mean, it happens. I don't think it was burnout. I think they just got burned out by Team Liquid.
Burn. Is that going to be the hashtag for this one as well?
Burned out.
Hashtag burned out is a great hashtag. Is there anything you would like to say to any of the English-speaking fans out there that are, of course, very surprised by this result?
You know what, man? Invest in your teams. There are some people out there, like, you know, I know Avli came out with her web series going through, like, I heard a few people that still had faith in Team Liquid. Invest in your teams emotionally. Like, watch them, be fans of them, send them great messages because I'm pretty damn sure Doublelift, like Jensen, all those guys were receiving like bad messages coming into that one of like really upset fans. Now you're happy. Send those same messages. Get those reinforcements in there. Positive reinforcements, my friend.
I'm wondering how bad, hopefully bad, all those Redditors feel after all those trash talk threads and all that.
I'm looking at you. You should feel bad. Look at.
We're probably out of focus, but
yeah, you know what? They're out of focus now.
That was. I think we're gonna end it here. Hashtag burned out.
Hashtag burned out.
For all the people that watched until the end, thank you so much, Raz, for your time. It was a pleasure. Make sure to follow him on Twitter, of course, and watch some LPL English podcasts next time you can. See you guys around. Bye bye. We'd especially like to thank Krzysztof Bujnowicz, Thomas Göttel, Etienne, Erich Althaus, Lukas Legal, Lazy Raven, Lama Vyuta, and Adam Novosviat for your very special support, and of course also all the people whose names you see scrolling past you. Without you guys, we would have closed down probably a while ago. So thank you so much for your help. Thank you.